Okay, my name is Austin Brennan, and this is my lovely wife, Sarah Brennan. And we've been part of Connect Community for the past couple of years. We were both at school at Clemson in South Carolina prior to that. And after we both finished school, we moved up here and we got married and started going to Connect Community.
At the very beginning of 2020, I was nervous because I had been listening to the news like in February, and that was when COVID was hitting in China, and I was hearing about how China had these like extreme lockdowns and it's like really serious and spreads really fast. A week before the lockdown, or like 2 weeks before, someone in New Rochelle got it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like 20 minutes from here. And I was like, is it safe to be going into New York City? Like, should we be doing this? Like, should I be sitting in this train that goes straight through New Rochelle? And he was probably in this train. And then the week later, everything shut down.
It was like that Friday, I didn't even have a chance because we were out to really collect anything from my desk. And so I've been able to get some things, but there's still some stuff. It was just left the way it is. Like, I think my coffee mug is still there, probably kind of moldy.
I felt like April was depressing. Oh man, April.
Yeah. Actually,
we were really depressed, and we were just like at home, completely isolated. We had no one. And then like we would see like his parents get together with like his brother and sister-in-law. They would like social distance outside on the patio. And, like, we couldn't do that. We didn't have a dog, so we bought this like thing that looked like a dog that was full of like lavender and rice, and you microwave it and it smells real nice and it's warm, and you like put it on your shoulders, and like I literally like needed that to like comfort me. Like, that was a sad place to be, I think.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, there is that point. I think everyone's quarantine, or you felt like, am I going insane? That was one. Once we were holding these
like, I had one and Austin
animals.
was like, yeah, I had one, it was pink, it was like a pink unicorn, and we were like, this is really great, let's get another so we could both have our own and use them at the same time. I'm not kidding, this is literally, we were like put on my lap like, oh.
I wouldn't pet it, that's weird. Maybe I did. I might have pet it.
It was a sad.
I forgot about that.
It was, yes, because you're blocking out. That was only like 4 weeks in, man. When we used to always have to go into the office, our routine was we'd like wake up at like 6, and we'd have like a half hour to read our Bible, and then we'd like rush to the gym and have like a half hour to work out at the gym, and then like rush to work and like eat your breakfast at your desk. And that was kind of like our mornings. When
I had such a short Bible time in the morning, or time to spend with God, I would normally just do it from like my couch or my like in one of the bedrooms or something. But I found myself through the summer, and when it was getting warmer out, really venturing outside. And we had moved last year to this area that was closer to the water in Cove. And every morning I feel like I'd see something really inspirational and like see just the glory of God around me, and like whether it be like a swan taking off, or it would always be something like almost look miraculous. It's like, wow, I can't believe like I'm like the only one witnessing this or feeling that way.
God was the rock, not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I'm sorry, I can't laugh because
it's a laugh track.
But no, seriously, he was the rock in my life. And there was a point where I was like, I remember I was like going to those rocks in Cove. This was in the summer again. The rock kept coming up in like all the different passages that I was reading in the Bible. And I feel like God was saying like, I am your rock. Like, as long as you're with me, everything's okay, no matter what.
I feel like I've been thinking a lot about blessings and curses. Especially 2020, people perceive it as a curse, and there certainly are, curses that have ensued in this world over the past year with the virus, and people acknowledging the problems with this nation and how people feel like they've been cursed through the system in certain ways and have been. And so in my mind, I've been thinking of and praying to God every morning, God, help me be a blessing to the people I'm around, and help me to call out, lies, or help people shift their mind so they can see the blessings that you're going to put into their life. And what could be my role in both perceiving the blessing, being optimistic, and trying to encounter people in a way that makes them feel blessed or help people out. But I feel like I've been hearing his voice a lot lately, and that's been really cool. I really do perceive and feel the purpose that God has for my life, and how it's tied into His kingdom. And I feel like connected to this thing that's bigger than me, and that definitely excites me.
I've been realizing people are what matters most, and making sure they know that that Jesus loves them, making sure people can feel and experience the love of Jesus. Especially at work, if you're just trying to do your job, you could do your job, but you might miss out on making sure people are loved. You still can do the job, but the more important thing is making sure the people you're working with and the people you interact with and the people you live with, making sure they can feel the love of Jesus, and making sure you're not neglecting that when you do the other things.
Super grateful for this community, and that 2020 didn't completely disrupt and shake Connect Community. It was for sure a little bit challenging, but I'm just so happy for all the great team that we have that puts this together, and also the people that still engaged with our church during this past year, and the new people that we've met through it has been really great. And 2020 was not a downer year for Connect Community. It was, we were able to see God bless our community. And beyond,
Austin would share the message on Facebook, and we'd be up in Massachusetts, and his mom's neighbor would be like, "Oh, I watched that service. That was great." So Connect Community has reached farther than in that respect.
But we do miss everybody. We're excited. We're glad that we're all
you.
meeting every other week, but I'm excited for the day that we're all back together.